Hey Walking Dead fans, this is The Problem with Season 1. Couldn't come up with a better title because it isn't really a problem depending on who you ask. Okay, let's go way back before The Walking Dead was on the air. AMC was looking for a show of its own. Its previous shows, Mad Men and Breaking Bad, were not fully owned by AMC. With The Walking Dead, AMC gets its own first show and gets to have its say as to whom, how, and what happens in and around the show. Even before this, there was Frank Darabont. In his early career, he was primarily a screenwriter for horror films such as A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, The Blob, and The Fly 2. But as a director, he is known for his film adaptations of Stephen King's novellas and novels such as Shawshank Redemption, awesome movie, Green Mile, another awesome movie, and The Mist, which was pretty good. Darabont also developed and executive produced the first season and part of the second season of The Walking Dead. He also created the TNT series Mob City. Darabont said he first recalls coming across The Walking Dead in a comic book store in Burbank, California in 2005. He became interested. Kirkman was extremely flattered and went on to say he definitely cares about the original source material. Darabont first initiated a deal with NBC for The Walking Dead, but was later declined and eventually brought it to AMC, who picked it up based on the source material and Darabont's involvement. Darabont played a huge role in getting this show off the ground. Darabont wrote and directed the pilot and was executive producer of the first season along with Gale Ann Hurd. The series features a number of actors who have regularly worked with Darabont in the past, including Jeffrey DeMunn, who played Dale, Laurie Holden, who played Andrea, and Melissa McBride, who played Carol, and also makeup artist Greg Nicotero. The series earned positive reviews, and the pilot received 5.3 million viewers, making it the most watched series premiere of any AMC television series. With Darabont's connections and credits to his name already, the AMC show got huge press, and many fans of Darabont's work alone brought in lots of viewers. AMC's Joel Stillerman says Robert Kirkman has created a world in The Walking Dead with real characters, real human emotion, and great stories that paint a very smart, sophisticated, and layered picture. In that respect, this is the quintessential AMC version of a property like this, and I think that's what makes these books resonate for so many people. To have world-class filmmakers like Frank Darabont and Gale Ann Hurd bring this to life is brilliant. AMC strives to make shows that play like movies, and their visual and storytelling sensibility will fit perfectly with that creative approach. So as you can see, Frank Darabont had a huge part in getting this show going. From his reputation and past work to all the hard work he himself put into it. And I guess that's where the problem starts. Even though Walking Dead proved to be a hit, and it's the only series AMC completely owns, the network had announced to the producers that they would not only be cutting the budget from $3.4 million to $2.7 million, they also said they wanted 13 episodes instead of 6. As you recall, The Walking Dead only had 6 episodes in the first season with a budget of $3.4 million. Now they wanted to get the same quality, the same everything out of it with 13 episodes with only $2.7 million. To make matters worse, AMC also told the producers that the 30% tax credit that the series receives from filming in Georgia would go directly to the network and not make up for some of the money that was taken out of the production budget. The Walking Dead was such a compelling show, Frank Darabont was very much the driving ship as an executive producer, writer, and director. Then, in July 2011, Darabont was fired from his position as showrunner. The initial report suggests that he was unable to adjust to the schedule of running a TV series versus movies. AMC went ahead and sent Frank to Comic-Con to market the show, even though they knew they were about to fire him. He had no idea he was about to be axed, and neither did the cast or crew of the show, who are now terrified to talk about the problems behind the scenes because they're on a zombie show. They're easy to kill off. They don't want to piss anybody off. So Darabont was involved through season 2, but he was fired during that. Glenn Mazzara was the one that ended up actually executing the ideas. Rumor is Darabont was in charge until episode 4, then Mazzara took over before he quit at the end of season 3. With the budget slash and AMC keeping the tax cut, Darabont said this greatly affected both cast and crew who were busting their butts to make it happen. But it's not the first time AMC did that. Even though they didn't totally own the show Mad Men, they were constantly trying to cut costs, and that involved demanding more advertising time and a smaller budget. Darabont also testified that AMC invented a reason for firing him, claiming he failed to have regular tone meetings with Walking Dead episode directors to ensure that everyone was on the same page before shooting. Darabont insisted that he had tone meetings with every director of the season. Clearly, Darabont has got Zuckerberged. Why was he unpaid? AMC makes a deal with Darabont to pay him royalties. Then AMC creates another company and licenses the show to it. That company is making the profit, with AMC showing little to no profit with The Walking Dead. Darabont did not have a deal with this other company, thus he's not getting any royalties. It's a cheap accounting trick to keep money from people out in Hollywood, and yes, it is bullshit. Not everyone likes Darabont, and that's okay. And it's regardless really of what you think about him, he has a right to not be screwed out of his contract. He and his agents from the Creative Artists Agency have filed a lawsuit against AMC seeking more than $280 million in unpaid profits to Darabont. Another reason they were not getting along with Darabont is the way he was taking the story. If you remember in the very first episode, the little Walker girl, Summer, that Rick shoots, we see her pick up a stuffed animal and carry it. Zombies don't do stuff like that in the show now. We also seen Morgan's wife come back to her front door, seemingly remembering that she used to live there. We also seen a walker pick up a rock to smash out a window. That doesn't happen anymore either. There's no such thing as a smart zombie. We also see this in the webisodes Torn Apart, the bicycle girl. Even though Darabont did not write or direct that, his influence is in it because we see the husband's wife become a zombie and then return home. Don't know if it was really a problem, but that's what went down behind the scenes the first and second seasons of The Walking Dead that a lot of people didn't know happened. Thanks for watching, and remember, subscribe for more dead stuff.